So, good morning, my dear students. Today we will do the last part of testing general linear hypothesis. So, last time in the last lecture, we have done this theorem, and in that, what we found is the distribution of V. So, without proof, this VPR1M is distributed as the product of ZJs, where ZJs are independent beta of the first kind with parameters beta 1m minus j plus 1 by 2 and r1 by 2. So this is the parameters of the beta of the first kind distribution. Anyway, so you have to note down is this distribution with these beta parameters, and as a first case, particular case which is derived from this theorem is that case 1 when p is equal to 1, that is univariate case when p is equal to 1. So VPR1m, we have done this already. So instead of VPR1m we write V1R1m, and we found the distribution of f is equal to m by r1 1 minus V1R1m V1R1m. Actually, this is the ratio of the chi-square variates. So by definition of f, you recall the definition of the f distribution is the ratio of two chi-square variates. In case 2, we have r1 is equal to 1. First, note that VPR1m and VR1p m minus p plus 1 are identically distributed. So they are identically distributed. Instead of VPR1m, you replace this r1 and p, the position. Then the degrees of freedom will be altered to m minus p plus 1. So this is another result that the proof we do not consider here in our syllabus, but we have to use this result. So VPR1m is equal to VP1m. Okay, R1 is equal to case 2 1. This is equal to B1PM minus P plus 1. Because of this result, we can write VP1m is B1PM minus P plus 1. So by case 1, you apply distribution of B here. So use the case 1 result. So f is equal to m minus p plus 1 by p 1 minus vp1m by vp1m follows f distribution on p m minus p plus 1 degrees of freedom under the null hypothesis, thus giving a test for the S0. So this is case 2. In case 3, by variate case, p is equal to 2 by variate. So vpr1m will be now v2r1m. This is equal to z square, where z follows beta 1, beta of the first kind with parameter m minus 1 and r1. Therefore, square root of this is equal to z is equal to x by x plus y, where x follows chi-square on twice m minus 2 degrees of freedom, and y follows chi-square on 2r1 degrees of freedom independently under S0. So the ratio, take the ratio of this, you simplify with this. This is equal to x by x plus y. So f is equal to here divided by their respective degrees of freedom. So this f, statistic f, follows f distribution on twice r1 and twice m minus 2 degrees of freedom under S0, thus giving a test of S0. These are very simple things. You can do it by just doing some paperwork on your own. Case 4, R1 is equal to 2 again. So because of the identical distribution of VP2M and V2PM minus P plus 1 by case 3 above. So similarly, from case 1 to case 2, now from case 3 to case 4. Case 4 is obtained by case 3. Here, you can check it. Now, here is a note. For cases other than the above four cases, no exact tests are available in the literature. For general case, we have for p is equal to 1, r1 is equal to 1, p is equal to 2 bivariate, and r1 is equal to 2. Other than these four cases, in the general case, we do not have any exact test for S0. So in such cases, we have to apply approximate tests based on large samples. So large sample statistics. The following are suggested large sample statistics. So different statistician has suggested some large sample statistics which will be used for testing the S0. So number one is by Wilks, minus 2 log lambda is equal to minus n log b. We know b. This minus 2 log lambda is Wilks statistic. Here this is equal to minus n log of b. So number two is by Bartlett, suggested by Bartlett. So here these are all constants. Log of b is a statistic. Hotelling-Lowley, n trace of q w inverse, and by Roy, n lambda 1, where lambda 1 is the largest latent root of the matrix q w inverse. And the fifth one is Bartlett-Nanda Pillai, is n trace of q into q plus w inverse. You know w is the within matrix, q is the between matrix that we have already discussed. Now considering practical applications of the above large sample test statistics, it may be useful to note that Wilks statistics may be recommended only when the sample size is very large. And number two, n may be replaced with m is equal to n minus r in equation number in the statistics 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It may also be observed that the degrees of freedom of the above suggested chi-square statistics equal the maximum number of linearly independent parameters which have been held fixed by the hypothesis H0, and we may verify it as simple exercise. So try to verify that the maximum number of linearly independent parameters which have been held fixed by H0 equals the degrees of freedom of the chi-square statistics. So these are all chi-square statistics. So this follows chi-square statistics, this follows chi-square, and this all are chi-square statistics. So different statistics are given. So this will be the last part of the solution for the testing general linear hypothesis. So next we will continue in the next video multivariate analysis of variance. So for today I will stop here. So I hope all of you are in good health. Stay home, stay safe.